All right, man, we back in the win column. Thank God I don't have to rant again today. It was looking like it. Started off the game shaky. Got up 11 again in that fourth. Looking like Washington was going to make a comeback, but we pulled it out. Back in the win column. You'd like to see that. Don't want to fall, below 500. But let me start off with the bad Jameis Winston. I know all of y'all are probably confused, but I just want to get that part out the way because there's nothing but praise after that. Started the game with an interception. Pretty ugly. Then threw a bomb to Deontay Harris, but then came back and fumbled. It was pretty bad. I'm like, oh man, it's looking a little rocky. The naysayers are coming out. They were out in full force early on, and then he flipped the switch and was absolutely amazing the rest of the game. Got to give credit to him, Sean Payton. They were both in their bag today. It's a lot I got to go through, from this game, but credit to Jameis Winston, man, after that, terrible start. He didn't get down on himself. He kept going, and he played an absolute perfect game. I would give him the MVP, but not quite. That belongs to somebody else. I'll let y'all know who later. Honestly, I can start so many places, but I guess I'll start with Ack. Absolutely amazing game from him. Sean Payton obviously wanted to get him involved today. Didn't get a pass attempt last game. He was used in a pass game, run game, screen game, everywhere, even returned some kicks when Deontay went out. Shout out to Sean Payton for realizing, he dropped the ball last week, but not getting the best running back in the NFL, in my opinion, involved in the game. So glad he's back on track. Looked real good. Offensive line, they missed some blocks at times, but that Washington D-line, they're good. So, have to give credit to Washington there. They have a good D-line. But for the most part, with all the injuries, Pete going down during the game, offensive line held up the best you can hope for with, them guys just being put together on short notice, a bunch of injuries. There's 3 replacements out there. I can't ask for, anything more from them with that offensive line they had out there against probably the best D-line in football. And to the receivers, man, thank you. Finally. Fuck. God damn. I had to get that out. But yeah, man. They did their thing today. Deontay Harris, man, did his thing. Marquez Callaway did his thing. That crazy Hail Mary at the end of the half. Absolutely sick from Callaway right there. Deontay went out with a hamstring injury, unfortunately, but looked like he was on his way to a great game. Kenny Stills, he had some sightings there. Troutman even made probably the biggest, catch of the game late in that fourth quarter, wide open. So that was good for him. But man, shout out to Callaway, man. I've killed him a lot. I thought he was gonna, step up and be a great number one while MT was out, and he hasn't. He hasn't lived up to that. But today, my man showed up and showed out. That Hail Mary really changed the game. Tie game with Washington getting the ball at half. Scored a touchdown right there. Great throw by Winston, but obviously great catch by Callaway right there, man. Absolutely amazing. I'm happy that the receivers finally showed up, man. And even Troutman, even though he only had 2 catches, I'm still happy that he showed up. Hopefully that builds some momentum for these guys, man. Going into next week, we're a week or 2 out, from this team getting back. A couple guys getting off IR, MT coming back off the PUP list, and things like that. So I'm excited. I'm excited to, get this thing rolling. If those guys get some confidence, and some other guys come back, this offense is gonna look, unstoppable in my opinion. Top 10 offense in the league if it all, comes together. And like I said, man, earlier I touched on it earlier. Shout out to Jameis Winston, man. Perfect game if you take away those first, 3 drives. Even though he got a touchdown in there, those first 3 drives, you got the full Jameis Winston experience, man. You got interception, first drive. And if you watch my Jameis Winston breakdowns from his interceptions, he always started off games with interceptions, man. It was used to be first play or first drive, like every time. He did it again, came back and threw a touchdown, then came back and fumbled. I'm like, oh, this is the Jameis Winston of the Bucs. He's here today. But nope, he dialed it in. He turned up, played a great game. Credit to him and Sean Payton because they're a well-oiled machine. I got to give credit to both of them. They both did their thing today. Now to the defensive side of the ball. D-line played okay. Really didn't get pass rush. I'm not going to kill Cam Jordan today, but did y'all see him on the field? He had a couple nice plays in the run game, which we've all expected. We've all, we've seen it at this point. He's gonna be good in the run game at this point, but not gonna kill him. In a good mood, not gonna kill him. Linebackers played great. Pete Warner, man, that guy's Quan's probably gonna be in trouble. I'm just gonna say that right now. Take it how you want it. Kid's balling. Kid is absolutely balling. So it's not gonna just be Quan comes back and Quan starts. Honestly, Pete Warner has been playing an absolutely fantastic these last couple of weeks, and I like to see it, man. I like to see. I really couldn't, see how fast he was on his tape when I was watching his film coming out, but this kid looks fast. Looks like he's in better shape than he was at Ohio State as well. So he's looking good. He's looking quick. Love to see that. Marcus Williams had another good game. Shout out to P.J. Williams coming up with a big interception. That kind of changed the flow of the game as well. DeMario is DeMario. But now I do want to highlight two guys. Corner 1 and drum roll, corner 2. Paulson Adebo, corner 2. Hey, man, terrible game. Terrible game last week. Awful, awful, awful game. Worst game of his short NFL career. Man, bounced back and was great today. Got an interception in the red zone, 2-yard line, 1-yard line, whatever it was. Very big play right there. Played just a solid game all around, man. Washington receivers aren't that good outside of Terry, but don't care. NFL guys out there, man. He played great. Got an interception, like I said, and shout out to him for bouncing back, man, because a lot of rookies would have folded. A lot of vets would have folded after that game, man. And confidence got low, but he came back and he had a great game. In corner 1, Marshawn Lattimore. I think I'm ready to say it, man. I've been a big criticizer of Lattimore because he talks and walks and wanted to get paid like a number 1 corner in this league, and I didn't think he lived up to it. Honestly, these last couple years, I think he's been top 10. I think he's been a solid top 10, top 8, but he hasn't been that guy to me. Once again, looked like a number 1 corner. I think he's the number 2 corner in the NFL. That's what I was going to say. Number 2 corner in the NFL. I think Jalen Ramsey is just in a class of his own right now. But Lattimore is number 2. Out of Tre'Davious White, Marlon Humphrey, Gilmore's hurt, guys like that, I think Lattimore has just been the second best corner in the NFL this year. And we need him to play like this every week, not just when a good receiver comes to town. Every week, I need to see this Lattimore, man. Got paid the big bucks, and he's playing like he deserved it. And I'm glad he is because we're going to need him. We're going to need him. And now special teams, got to get to special teams. God, it's like the greatest thing and the worst thing in the world. Will Lutz, please come back. Parky, hey, it was nice knowing you, bro. You got 1 game in that Saints uniform. You'll probably never wear it again. I know a lot of people in the comments told me he was trash, and I was like, yeah, I know, but let's give him a chance. You got your chance, man. I said I wasn't going to kill you until you deserved it. Now you deserve it. Absolutely awful. Absolutely awful, man. Will Lutz, please come back. Please come back, man. But the real MVP of this game, if you watch this game, you just know. Blake Gilikin. Oh, my God. We let Thomas Morstead go last year. One of my favorite players. Saints legend. May get his number retired or put in the rafters one day. Who knows? But Blake Gilikin, I see why we, held on to him and cut Thomas Morstead. This guy's the best player on the team right now. Like, I know that's crazy to say about a punter, but his numbers, 5 punts, 268 yards, 54 average, inside the 20 3 times, and he really put it inside the 2. Like, not even a 20. He put it inside the 2 in a long of 60. Dude was absolutely amazing. I know Jameis Winston, Kamara, Callaway all had great games. All could have been an MVP, of this game. But Blake Gilikin, man, he changed the game for us, man. Changed the field position. Defense after those turnovers were getting, starting off at midfield like every game. I mean, not every game, every possession. Then Blake Gilikin just came in and changed the game. Every time we needed the good punt, he nailed him, man. Put him inside the 10, inside the 5, inside the 3, like I was saying. The dude played an absolutely perfect game. Shout out to him. Shout out to Saints for that fine, too. This guy's been absolutely amazing all year coming in, man. If, like, a kicker could get Rookie of the Year or a punter, he could probably get it. But he was on the practice squad last year, so I don't know how that works. But still, man, dude was absolutely amazing once again. And shout out to him. That's really all I got to say. Shout out to him, man. He's been perfect for us, and we just need our kicker to follow suit as the punter. Thankfully, it was not a rant today. Great vibes. I was scared for a second, not gonna lie. Great vibes, man. Shout out to y'all who made this far. It's a little long post game, but I got it here quick because as soon as the game went off, I start working. But yeah, man, shout out to y'all who made it this far. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good jazz. I'm tired of saying it honestly because you're gonna do it if you want at this point. But yeah, for real, appreciate y'all for tuning in once again. Boo Tragedies, I'm out.